Namo Phat. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The third mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct. I vow to cultivate responsibility and learn ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. I'm determined not to engage in sexual relations without love and a long-term commitment. To preserve the happiness of myself and others, I'm determined to respect my commitments and the commitments of others. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. Our reading this morning is Changing Routines by Ajahn Thiradhammo from his book, Working with the Five Hindrances. One way to keep ahead of the ego is to keep changing the form of practice. Ajahn Chah was a master at changing routines. Just when people got used or habituated to some monastery routine, he would change it. The self likes habit. It hides behind familiar routines. So sometimes upsetting routines can help to shift blocked energy and shake us out of dullness or lethargy. Instead of hunkering down with your usual staid routine, try going for a long, mindful walk and see how that affects your energy level. One time in my hut in Thailand, I was struggling with meditation on a hot afternoon, not very successfully. I thought I would just step outside to get some fresh air. I sat down on the concrete walkway and leaned against the wall. As I sat there, I noticed the patterns of sunlight on the ground, the leaves gently fluttering in the breeze, the insects parading past, and I noticed that the mind was very quiet and wide awake. I sat there for about an hour, experiencing a level of peace I had not attained after hours of formal meditation practice. Another especially important and helpful approach to practice is to always bring mindful presence of mind to whatever we are doing, particularly our regular practice. I usually recommend that people observe the condition of body and mind at the beginning of every session of formal practice. What is the bodily and mentally condition we are with at this moment? Once we are clearly aware of the immediate conditions, we can adjust our approach to practice accordingly to suit the situation in the here and now. Usually, people take up their regular practice in some fixed, methodical way, and then struggle to get it to fit with the present moment reality. And then they wonder why they are fatigued or why they fall asleep when they are just mindlessly following some dead routine. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.